hear him.
Welcome. How is everybody doing? Hello.
Hi, everyone. We're so glad that you're here joining us either live or in the replay. So drop a note in the group and let us know if you're live or replay. Hit hashtag replay, and we'd love to know.
Yeah, thank you for being here with us. So today is our weekly Golden Nuggets, and we have a really interesting topic, and it's getting more relevant this time. And it's about QR codes. So our objective today is to talk about all about QR codes and how they can help us in our business.
Yep. And we're going to say hi to Catherine. She's here with us
Hi.
live. So this is really fun. I mean, everybody thought QR codes were a thing, a flash in the pan, so to speak, 5, 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But then life happened and they became extremely popular.
Absolutely. Actually, right now, a lot of businesses, churches are using it to uh, speakers. A lot of people, restaurants are using QR codes. So it's getting really relevant, and there are a lot of ways that we can use it in our businesses too. But I think first we need to know what is this, no? QR code, what it means. Quick response code. And it's a two-dimensional barcode that can store a large amount of information, such as text, URLs, and contact information. So it gets you places.
Mm-hmm. And I see people using them on their business cards too, where they'll have the QR code, they'll have the business card, they'll have the name. And so, like for Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, they'll put a QR code that will take that person directly to their platform so that they can sign up. So it's a great building tool.
Yeah, very convenient and easy to use.
And everybody knows how to do, well, not everybody, but a lot of people know how to use it now.
Yeah, everybody right now it's easy to use because you can just use your smartphone or your phone with the camera and then just
Yeah.
click there, and then you go to another page, or you go to a landing page, or wherever the QR code is it wants you to go.
Yep, wherever it's directing you. So Carla's going to explain to y'all, how does a QR code work?
Yeah, well, first, for older phones, you need to download a QR code reader app. But right now, all the phones, you just need your phone, and immediately you go to your phone app, then you just scan,
Your,
you just
your photo. You just
your
open up your
photo,
photo.
then you just click on the photo, like you scan it, and then it's gonna open.
Yeah,
You can view the content there.
yeah. You see this little tiny yellow bar that kind of
Mhm.
pops up, and if you're moving your phone, it moves too. So you got to be quick, and you just touch that little bitty yellow bar,
Mhm.
and it takes you immediately to wherever that person is wanting to direct you to. And you view the content and you take action. I use it a lot in restaurants because you don't have to touch the menus and you can kind of go back and forth. So I
Also, yeah, the that's a really easy way, when you go to a restaurant and see, just now they just tell you scan the
Mhm.
QR code, and that's it. And as I was saying, even for attendance, for example, if people are just using the QR codes and they take you to a Google form, and then you fill out the information. So,
Yeah, it works great if you're doing public speaking events and you're trying to grow your list. I mean, it's great because I've been in the room, and this was before the pandemic, and the
mm,
guy was trying to tell everyone how QR codes were still viable, and we're going, yeah, 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 that was just a fluke. but he popped his QR code up on the screen. He says, now just open it up and take a, and just see where it takes you. Everybody pulled out their phones and they snapped on it. And he had a workbook that everybody in that room wanted. And by snapping on it and filling out your information, you got the workbook right away to your phone and to your email. He got all the email addresses, and we're talking a room of 100, 120 people. So, in one
Wow.
fell swoop. So, it's a great way to grow whatever it is you're working on. But that for me
Exactly.
was very impactful.
Yes. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. A great way to use it and to get more emails, more
Mm-hmm.
information. So
Yep.
here is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Actually, you can use it in marketing and events,
You
in
can even
menus.
And you can even take payments, which I thought that was really cool that someone could scan the QR code and take payments. Even PayPal gives you a QR code that you can give to people so that payments go directly in your PayPal account.
Wow. Wow, it's amazing. It's amazing that we're going to see how we can use this for our businesses.
Yeah, it's great that we tell you what everyone else is doing, but how can you make it work for you is what we're
Exactly.
really saying.
Well, we want to tell you how can you create it? How can you create a QR code? There are QR codes generators, and
Some are free, some are not.
some are free, some are not. You can look on the internet, but also Canva has a QR code generator.
Yeah, and here's the big thing when you're picking out who you want to go with, you need to think about, are you going to continue to be paying them if it's a paid service? Are you going to keep paying them? Because if it's a monthly service, if you're paying one-time fee for that QR code, that's different. But if you're paying a monthly service to be able to use their service for your QR codes, you need to realize that when you quit paying for that service, all of those QR codes go dead. So if you're using them for some of the ways that Carla and I are going to show you, then you've just killed all your QR codes. So you gotta give it a little thought of how you want to use it, and do you want to pay for them? If you use a freebie, is it a freebie that has long term, that they're going to be around for a long time, not a flash in the pan, so to speak.
Exactly. Exactly. Also, you need to decide what you want the QR code to do, right? You want to display text, open a website, show contact information. It depends. Then you have to enter the information. Like, for example, you can put the URL. What do you want to display?
Mm-hmm.
Also, there is an option to customize the QR codes and make it pretty, change the shape, the size, change the colors. And the next step is download the QR code on your computer, and then you can even print it out.
And I'm going to raise my hand. When you download that QR code onto your computer, because trust me, you will have lots of them, make sure you put on the file what that QR code is for, because it doesn't say in the code. And you would have to scan it yourself to realize what it's going for. And you may use that code over and over again for different things.
So that's important. That's an important note.
Yes, it's a very important to note.
Can QR codes be reused?
And that's what we're talking about. If you have a QR code that says sends people to your Facebook page, your TikTok page, and all, yes, you can reuse that. But you create a different QR code. That's the reason you need to be very specific in your files, because maybe I use them for books. And so if I want them to go to my author page, I have a QR code for that. If I want them to go to a specific product, I have a QR code for that. So that code is going to always send them the same place. And that's the reason you want to make sure they don't break. That's the reason you go with a trusted provider to create your codes in. But codes are fun to create. And then Canva you have to scroll all the way to the bottom to find that code when you're looking for it, because they also have these really cool little elements that say, like an arrow that says QR code, scan this code, scan me.
Yeah.
And then I've seen them with hearts, different shapes, the hearts and diamonds, and yeah, I mean, an animal, even animals can be shaped. So it's a very cool concept, and there's
Mm-hmm.
lots of possibilities.
Wow. So that's what you're talking about, Donna. Like they can be customized. You can add the colors. Even actually yesterday when I went to church, I saw a QR code from my church. They had a QR code and they had the logo there.
Mhm.
So I was, wow, that's amazing. You can put an image, you can change the shape or the design, or you can add a call to action. So it was,
Okay,
wow.
but let me stop you here. I want everyone to think about this. This is the church, and the church put the church logo. Talk about branding. You
Mm-hmm.
know that I we should all be thinking about branding what we do. But I think that's awesome that the church is that forward thinking and saying we're going to brand ourselves. We want you to know that when you scan this QR code, you're coming to us, not a different church or a different group or
Yeah,
whatever.
it was very, very interesting. I was, wow, that's so that also it looks really nice. It was
Mhm.
very appealing, like, oh, it
That's-
catch my attention. And also a call to action that can be a message like, click here or I don't know.
Yeah, think about it. If you're out and you have an ebook that you're promoting, you can have a QR code that takes them to the ebook that they can either get for free or pay for.
Exactly. And very, very important is to always test the
Oh,
scan,
yes.
the QR codes to see if they function.
Yes, if they're taking them to where you want them to go, because it's real easy to make a mistake when you're putting in your URL. You don't want them to go to Peter's uh, website when you really want them to come to yours, and his is just a touch different than yours, or it's a product and it goes to his Amazon influencer when you want it to go to your Amazon influencer.
Exactly, exactly. So after
Testing
adding
is
all,
important.
that's very important because after you're customizing everything, it has to be easy to scan too. So just check them, check your
Check,
codes.
check, check. Yes. Oh,
Oh
we
well.
kind of covered this. Are they relevant? They weren't 5, 6 years ago. Everyone
Mhm.
was like, but now because of COVID, it became. It was like everyone was going, okay, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? It's so easy to use. I mean, I show people all the time who have no clue how easy it is. I mean, if you can take a picture with your phone and you have a smartphone, it's it's easy. And for PayPal to be giving you your own QR code, PayPal's behind it.
Exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. And well, as you say, you can use it for marketing purposes like in materials to provide more information about a product or a service. You can take people to a landing page or a video,
Yeah, oh,
even.
yeah, even videos, which I think is kind of cool.
That's really cool because it's easy to use, as we
Mhm.
say. It's very easy to use, very convenient. So you don't have to memorize the whole website.
Website, yes. As Carla knows, I get confused on my websites, but a QR code just makes it super simple and um, it makes it easy for you. So, like you always hear people talk about your elevator pitch, where when someone says, well, what do you do for a living? Oh, mine's very long. But, if you can say, have a short elevator pitch, and then you have a QR code on your phone, which you can save in your notes. And then you can say, if you'd like to hear more, you'd like to find out more about me, or I'm running out the door, and,
Yeah.
they can scan it and then they can find out more. Because 9 times out of 10, I always hear, oh, that sounds so interesting. You must love what you do. And I heard that a lot when I would tell people I came from a
Mm-hmm.
I was a national sales manager with a bridal manufacturer. And they go,
Mm.
oh, that's so much fun. All those brides. Well, now I work with stores. And so a QR code is an easy way to say, here, you want to see a little bit more about what I do? Just scan this and, we'll talk
Yeah.
or something. So
Wow.
it's just
Yeah. Yes, Anna.
it's easy for both parties. That's where I'm going with this. It's easy for
Yeah.
people like us who want to use it, and it's
Mm-hmm.
easy for people to use it.
To use it. Yeah. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's easy to use, very convenient. It's a great technology, to be
It
honest.
is.
Great technology. But I want to know, Donna, if there is a maximum amount of information, right, that you can store in a QR code.
And that is an interesting question because you can store so many different things. Think about this. It's really you're storing a website. When you get a menu at a restaurant, they're usually 4 or 5 pages long and you're flipping through them. But it's a tiny little yellow bar that you click on. It's like a landing page, and then it opens it all up in your phone. It can be the same thing where you have different QR codes for your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, for all those different platforms you're on. It's a tiny little piece of information. It doesn't tell you that there's a limit, but most people send you to a landing page or to their Facebook group, or a landing page that you sign up to receive something from them, to get more information, that type of thing.
Exactly, exactly. And the important thing also is like you have to have a high quality image to scan. When you display the code, that you can see
Yes.
all the elements, and then you can get to the information that you want to share with people. So there is not really, there is a maximum. I was researching that, and it has a high capacity. So it was like you can store about 7,000 numeric characters, 4,000 alphanumeric characters, almost 3,000 bytes of binary data. So it's
That's
not, yeah, it has a lot of capacity.
It has a lot of capacity, but here's the thing: say you're using it for resources, and I think that's on the next slide, but it has to do with this. You cannot put like and I will talk about this. I use it as a resource page, and I'm recommending products, but I have a separate QR code for each one because I don't want my customer to get confused that I might have 3 or 4 products in one QR code, so that when they click it, it pops up. Um, people have difficulty making buying decisions. So if there's only one item and that's the one item they see, then they'll click on it. Then they come and they click the next one. And in some platforms, you get extra um, views, so to speak. You get extra views every time they click in. It counts again as another view. And so that is very positive and it shows engagement. And engagement is a key word these days.
Mm,
You want your audience to be highly engaged, which means that they're clicking in and they're looking multiple times or separately at a lot of different things. So I
ex-
tend to make mine just one URL or one location that they
mhm.
go to. Because I don't want them to get confused. I don't want to lose them because I confuse them.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's right. That's awesome. Not just one product to recommend, so they can just first look at this product and then go
Mhm.
back and scan the QR code for the other product.
Yep, absolutely.
And we have here a little QR code. If you are home, you can scan this code.
Yeah, if you've got your phone, just open up your phone. If
Open up your
it's,
phone.
hit camera, and you'll see the. I have the grid bar because I take lots of pictures for blogging and Instagram. So I'm always trying to get the perfect shot. But it will hit the four corners. You'll see little yellow bars. Then you'll see this yellow bar underneath, and it will tell you the .com. So click on that, and it will take you to the Printable Design Club. And that will open up, and you will see what, if you're not a member of the design club, it will give you all the information and what we do.
Exactly. Were you able to do it, Donna?
Yes, it opened up. It's loading.
Open up.
Yep.
Okay, I'm doing mine because so everybody that is watching, try to use this QR code.
Try your QR code and
let's see if it works. Mine is very slow. Yeah, mine too. Yeah, it's taking long to get into the page, but it's getting there. So now you have Printable Design Club. We use a QR code, and now you can see it easily. It's slow. Mine was slow.
Yeah, mine was slow too, but that's probably because we were all clicking in at the same time.
Yeah, it's getting there. So with this QR code, you can access web pages, products. And we created with this one using Canva.
Yeah,
we changed the color. It was very simple to do. We just put it here.
Yeah.
Okay, try here.
I have up here, if you've not joined our Facebook group is where Carla and I, we answer your questions. We share different things. It's a free group. So definitely, if you are growing your businesses, your online business, be it with KDP and you're looking for printables and you're trying to figure out the Etsy and all, come into the design club. We'll answer questions. We'll point you in the directions to where you need to be looking at, because it can all be a little overwhelming at the beginning, and you need good resources. So make sure you come over there and check it all out. So
join us in the design club.
Yep, we like sharing this information. Every week it's a new topic. And you can also go to the YouTube channel. If you're just finding us and you're going, man, this is really kind of cool, we'd kind of like to understand it a little bit more, join us in the YouTube channel. You can catch all the past episodes, and it's real simple. It's Printables Design Club. Super easy to remember.
Super easy, and we're getting more and more information, useful information for your business. So visit us there. It's just everything is in one place, in YouTube, also in the Design Club. Join us. We give a lot of ideas that you can create for your business. So we can't wait to know you and that you follow us. Here also, Donna, here is something extra about printables.
Oh, yes.
If you are selling printables or you are doing KDP,
yeah,
you can use QR codes.
And QR codes for KDP is really amazing. It's a great way. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to be doing this, because I used to do a resource page in the back of my books. Because I do activity books, coloring books, that type of thing, and do a resource page that goes to Amazon and businesses I have affiliates with. Everything we talk about, we do.
Exactly. You're telling something interesting, affiliates. We talked about that last week.
Yes. Was it last week?
I think it was last week. We talked about affiliates, and you can use a QR code.
You can use a QR code. And here's the thing. A QR code makes it so much easier because I got to thinking about when I do the resource pages, and I'm sharing things on Amazon. They're not necessarily going to type that whole code in so that it goes to my Amazon, you know, as an influencer or an affiliate, because Amazon has two programs.
Mhm.
It wouldn't take them there because people go, oh, and they'll just type it in instead of using my code. So I was like, okay. So now I use the QR code. Now I'm going back and editing past books to put the change out the resource page. So now they scan the code. It does two things. It takes them from there to my Amazon page. It also
Mm.
shows Amazon I'm getting more clicks because it's going directly there.
Exactly.
The brands are seeing more clicks. And so then the nice thing about doing affiliates with brands is a lot of them have tiers, or they'll offer you, if you've got a lot going on, they'll offer you an extra few points of percentage to promote their products.
Mm.
So that makes it really, really good to
Yeah.
use them in your books. You can also put QR codes, and you're showing if you like this book, then you will like these books. And instead of putting in a
Oh,
long link, you just put a QR code that takes them directly to your book.
wow. I
So,
like that
yeah.
idea.
And this, there's so many things. You just have to think outside the box. What other ways can I use this
Hmm.
to create another stream of income or to make that stream of income bigger?
Exactly. Because as you said, well, you are using the resource page to put your different
My different affiliates,
affiliates,
but there are
products.
products that I feel like enhance that particular book. Like with coloring books,
Mm-hmm.
I have, and I don't mind telling people because we are all out there. I have this thing that's like a little pizza cutter. It reminds me of when I was sewing, and I would use it to put my darts in. It's just got little sharp
Uh-huh.
edges, but you
Uh-huh.
can run it very close to the edge up on a KDP book to be able to cut the page out because we can't
Mm.
get them perforated. Some people like perforation.
Yeah.
So you run it up along the side, it perforates the edge, and then you can tear it out very gently. I have that. I also have an X-Acto knife in there because I have a video. It's a two-parter. I have a
Mm-hmm.
YouTube video that it goes to, the QR code goes to, and then I have the product. But you open up your book and then you use the X-Acto knife to cut the spine to be able
Mm-hmm.
to get your pages out without tearing them. That's the big thing because I do a lot of ephemera, which is
Mm-hmm.
junk journals, and they don't want their pages torn. They want a nice,
No.
clean edge. So I use that. I also recommend certain color pencils that I like that has a large assortment. You can do shading with them. I also recommend crayons and gel ink pens. So,
Uh,
but all of those products deal specifically with that book. And so then with other books, I have different things. I have certain pens that I like or pencils that I really like.
mm-hmm.
And so I will recommend those products. But not everything goes in the back of every book because
Okay.
different books take different things.
Exactly. Exactly. It depends on the book, on the product.
It depends on the books, the products. Like the I have like journal books. And so there I recommend a certain pen, a certain washi tape, and certain stickers to enhance the look of that book. So,
Wow.
but by doing QR codes, now they go straight to
Mm-hmm.
my, whoever I'm running that affiliate through.
Exactly. And that is more income for you. It's more, and it's also you are helping people, with products that you recommend
Mhm.
that you think is gonna be better for them
Yeah,
when they use your product.
it's not about. I love doing it because it truly is passive income. I made a product and I put a resource page. They buy the product. I have a 50-50 shot that they'll buy some of the resources. But that's not make determining if I get the sale or not.
Mhm.
So, and then helping people, that's been the whole goal, is creating things that I love that help other people. That brings me happiness. And the money part is nice, but yeah, you know, I'm not necessarily doing it for practice. I do want the money. I'm not going to lie, I do like the money, but I like the by bringing me happiness, it makes it easier to earn the money, if that even makes
Yeah.
sense to somebody. When you're happy with what you're doing, you don't feel like you're working, it makes life
Mm.
so much better.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you're helping people also, well, have a good experience with your products too. Maybe
Hmm.
using that pen, maybe using that the pizza thing.
Yep.
And
I need a name for that, but yeah.
yes, yes, I like that. Well, yeah, you show me so I could see how is it, but I think it's very useful for people buying the book to
Yeah.
be able to, you know, to cut their pages exactly how they want, and it's giving you some income, passive income that I think is amazing. But also, as you say, you are helping people having a good experience with your product.
Yeah. And Catherine says, is talking about, because, the thing about, if you are enjoying what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work. And she says, yes. And then you keep working all day and night.
It's true.
It's
It's
very
true.
true, because you're having so much fun. A lot of people burn out because they work, 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 and you have a burnout. But when you feel like you're having fun, you're enjoying it, you're learning something. Those are all the things that put me in my happy place. And so it's very easy for me to go have fun and create more stuff.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you are working even. You're like, no, I want to finish this product. I want to do this
Yeah,
and design this and do this. So you
yeah.
keep working.
You keep working, but it doesn't feel like work. It's like you're going and playing, and the money's the nice side benefit that happens.
Exactly. It's a good motivator.
Yes, it is.
And if you can put some passive income in your product like this with these QR codes and these affiliates, that's an extra bonus, I think.
I think it. I know it is. I mean, because you're making the sales, and then you have this other money that's coming in because you made that sale, and so it's a lot of fun. I
It's
mean,
a
I
lot
just
of
got
fun.
a note from a friend of mine. She's like, I just made my first sale. So,
That's exciting. That's so
it's very
exciting.
exciting.
It's very, very exciting. Okay, Donna, let me see. Well, other ways you were talking about that, the other ways to use a QR code.
And we've kind of talked about that. The other ways, you use them in the books, you use them for affiliate marketing, you use them to direct people to your landing pages. Did a seminar today at 11, and they were talking about using, it was funny because it's about building your social platforms, but they talked about using QR codes. So it's not just us having this conversation, other
No.
people too, and they're recognizing how valuable that they are. And it sounds intimidating when you
Hmm.
say, I go out there and create a QR code, and you're going, oh my gosh, how do I do that? But it's so simple. And if you're using Canva, even the free version, you can get a QR code. It
Yeah.
just won't be as fancy as those four little corners. You can get little hearts in there. You can, I mean, uh, just think if you were doing you were sports, and
Hmm.
you were all about baseball or football or whatever, you could have little footballs in there. And your church probably has their logos up in the four corners,
Hmm.
so you can personalize them to whatever you're building your brand on. And if you're like me and you have a couple of different brands that you're building, it kind of helps if you use those four corners so you can
Yes.
remember each brand they go to.
Exactly.
But
That's right. You're making some branding too, no?
yeah,
So with that QR code, and I think we need to don't be afraid to use them. Just make it first. Maybe you can start with something free in Canva. Start with one QR code, and then you can develop better QR codes.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're right, Carla. If everyone just started with a freebie, maybe this week, that's what everyone who hears this, they go, okay, I'm going to do one and figure out what that one is. You do it, you see how easy it is, and then you put it in something. If you've got a book, ping me back and I'll give you the name of the pizza cutter thing. I never can remember what it's called, but I kind of like calling it the pizza cutter thing because people go, wow. Now, I will tell you, I do put the little thumbnail image so they have an image to see what it is, a
Okay.
little description, and then the QR code.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put the pricing because that can come back to bite you. Either the price goes up, it goes down, it's on sale, it's not on sale. So never put the pricing. Just the description described how to use it. You can use Chat GPT to make your description a little bit more interesting. But yeah, but don't put the pricing, just
No.
the QR code, and it takes them to wherever you're doing it at.
Exactly. Let them go and check it out
Yeah,
and see the
because you
product.
need the click.
Yeah, you need that
You
click.
need
You
the
need.
click.
All right, Donna, let me see. I don't know if you have any questions, let us know.
You can drop them in the chat, drop them here. We're happy to answer. And while we wait for people to type, if anyone's got a question, um, um, let me tell you what Carla and I are doing. We are teaching, we have Moolah on the High Seas. We are going to be talking about all a new money niche, and we're sharing lots of products and ideas and tips and information on how you can monetize it. It is scheduled for April. It's this month,
Is this
um,
month?
the
Is
18th
this
and the
month?
19th at
Mm-hmm.
1 p.m. Central. That's a Tuesday and Wednesday. For this particular class, it's a low cost class. If you are a member of the Design Club, which is our monthly membership program, if you're a member of that, you get a discount
Mm-hmm.
on it. But the cost is very affordable.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to tease you with it. I'm just going to tell you what it is because you're going, okay, how much is it? What is it? Where the landing page will be up probably this week. It's
Mm-hmm.
$27, and you get what, about $50 worth of product,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it
Images,
images and
templates.
yeah, images, templates, ways to grow it, grow just this one niche that is so rapidly growing. It
Mm-hmm.
is amazing. So we can't wait to share it with you in a couple of weeks. So
It's so exciting. It's so exciting because it's a niche that you're gonna be very, very excited about to create these products and to
it's an
know about this
and
niche.
it's evergreen. That's what I love about it. It is an evergreen niche.
Mhm.
So, um, so make sure you join the Facebook group so you know about it. Reach out to us, and we'll have the landing page and we'll give more information as we're going. But it's Moolah on the High Seas. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be super fun. I'm so super excited. Join us, join us. It's gonna be a really nice product that you can create, and I love it. I love to. Oh, I have been seeing the templates. I'm very excited about them.
Yeah, as you can tell, Carla and I are both so excited because we've done the research on this niche, and it is a high converting and sale.
Yes, yes.
So
So don't miss out. Don't miss out. And next week we're gonna have another golden nugget. Join us. Join us for another topic. next week, Mondays at 12:30 p.m. Central Time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and 11:30 Mountain Time.
Yep. And
And
10:30 Pacific time.
10:30 Pacific Time.
Yeah. And catch us on the replay, but make sure you leave us a hashtag. And we are so glad that you joined us today. We hope that
Thank
you
you.
go out and give QR codes a try. Try them for one of your products, and we'd love to hear the feedback on how it worked for you. How if you found it easy or not. If you get stuck, which I don't believe you will, but if you get stuck, send us a note and let us help you work through wherever you're stuck at. So, with that, I guess we will call it a day and we'll say thank you so much for joining us on Golden
Thank you.
Nuggets.
Thank you. See you next
See
week.
you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.